It be taking a second. I be talking already. But welcome in, y'all. Through the we'll hop up on here. Hey, y'all. I want to tell y'all. I'm thinking about. I know I always come on here and let my YouTube family know what to do and what's up. That was so corny. Why did I say it like that? But I'm thinking about starting to do just lives on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at like 11 a.m. Does that work for me? I think it does. At 11 a.m. So, because a lot of y'all keep sending me messages and saying like, which shout out to y'all that actually take the time to send me an email. I may not respond, but just know that I read it, okay? And I'm coming. I'm gonna respond. I just be getting overwhelmed, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm a real person with real issues, okay? But no, I'm thinking about like maybe just doing Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, probably like at 11, because every time I get on live, which I know I do be getting on here sporadically, I do, y'all. It be baby when I get like I just got off a one-on-one call and ended it early, and that was like, you know what, let me get on live because when am I gonna have time a little later? But if it's your first time seeing me or the first time you ever been in my live, welcome. My name is Sierra Janae. I'm a wife and mama too. And I get on here and literally show people how to change their lives with digital marketing, affiliate marketing. Like there's really no other way to say it. If you don't know my story, I got started literally all 2 years ago. It's so crazy. I'm still trying to get used to saying this, that I've been doing this for 2 years. Something that I thought was a scam, something that I thought was too good to be true. Thought it wasn't gonna work out. Thought these motherfuckers out here was lying. It worked out for me. And if you are someone who's like been praying and asking God for an opportunity, there may be a reason why you're coming across this live. And I ain't trying to get on here and be corny or make it seem like that. You know what I'm saying? But for real though, like I always before I get on live, baby, one thing I do is I pray and I talk to Jesus and I say, God, put me in front of the people that I need to be in front of. Don't send me to weirdos, Jesus. Please. Please, God. Okay. I just want to help people. Okay. Because seriously, this changed my life. But basically what I do, and one thing that I always try to tell people and put people on, y'all, I don't care what your experience is. And hopefully you don't mind I'm a cusser. I love Jesus, but I'm also gonna cuss your ass out at the same time. So if you enjoy that type of vibe, make sure you like and subscribe while you're here. But no, I just, I'm so passionate. I was literally talking to my stylist earlier today, and I was just like, I'm just so passionate about y'all because I don't care what it is that you do. I don't care what do you do for work? Okay. You can make you a digital asset and sell it and make income from it. Y'all, and again, I always try to, I'm always apologetic because I'm a recovering people pleaser. But I always be trying to tell people like, y'all, it is 2026 and you are on your phone. The world is fucked up right now. Don't get me wrong. It is, right? But you ain't gotta feel this. I'm here to tell you, you ain't gotta feel this. You really don't. You really can change your situation. One thing that if you don't know, I have my own communities for moms. So if you're a mom, let me know, girl, because I always forget to put my phone on do not disturb again. I just got off this call, so I said let me hop on live. Didn't plan shit, didn't do nothing. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Let me go out and go back in. You hear me? And my boobs look really bad. Y'all, I don't give a damn. Y'all just gonna be weird. I don't even care. But no, what was I saying? But no, I was just, I was talking to my stylist earlier today, and I was just like, it does not matter what you have done, what you do for work, y'all. I don't care if it's motherfucking. And literally, I have a student that does this. Teach Excel. A lot of y'all are using these tools and resources online at your jobs and everything like that. Stop saying that you ain't got no skill because you do. Stop saying that you ain't overcame some shit or that you can't help nobody. You did. What was something that you were struggling with that you no longer can't do or that you no longer it's not an issue for you or you overcame? I was just thinking about this. Oh, that was my train of thought came back. When I was talking to her and I was just saying like I literally y'all like I be like in a grocery store and it's so crazy like a lot and this is why I love what I get to do because not only do I make money online and stuff like that, y'all, I be really out in public just be talking to people because I'm like I'm so passionate about this and I'm just like everybody can have and create something for themselves. And if you don't know, that's what I get on here and teach. Like yeah, most of the time I'm talking to the mamas, but I literally help anybody. But I was just saying like I was telling her as because she does hair, I was talking to this white lady at the and not that color matters, but there's a reason why I'm saying this. But anyways, I was talking to this lady at the store, y'all, a couple weeks ago, and like because one thing about it, like well, I be on the phone with my students and stuff sometimes when I be at the store, And I guess I'm loud. I can't help myself. But it's so funny how people always stop me and be like, "What the hell are you talking about?" But anyways, I was talking out loud, and I seen this white lady, and she had a daughter, and her daughter was mixed, and she had long, like pretty gold, like blonde, golden hair, curly hair, right? And I'm like, no shade, but let's keep it all the way 100. Sometimes when you be seeing these white women, they don't be knowing how to, and it ain't their fault. They got silky hair. They don't be knowing how to take care of their kids. And so I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know. Maybe it be God. I don't know. Again, I be telling Jesus to use me. But I had told her, I was like, your daughter's hair is like really pretty. Like, you could tell like she really takes care of it and she maintains it and it ain't looking all dry. And again, this is no shade. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? I know some white people that, I got some white people in my family that, they don't be knowing how to do no their daughter hair, and ain't nothing wrong with that. And so I just randomly was telling her, I was like, hey, because again, she kept looking at me. So I'm like, damn, you all up in my business. So maybe she wanted to know what I was doing. But I was like, your daughter's hair is really pretty. Like, you can make like, a ebook or a guide or something, or even a video series, and you can sell it. And she like literally like y'all, and again, this is somebody that I'm in person with. So again, like what I do and the beauty of getting into this and being able to make money is the impact and to be able to help people even outside this motherfucking internet. Y'all, I don't give a damn about the internet. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. Okay. But anyways, I end up talking to her or whatever like that. And I'm helping her, pretty much put together a guide and stuff on literally how to help women, right? And it ain't gotta just be like, hey, because she was like, should I say like just catering this to white women? I'm like, nah, I mean anybody that don't know how to, manage curly hair, like y'all, just when you hear people say, or when you hear the guru say, like, oh, it has to solve a problem, right? Yes, it does have to solve a problem, but stop thinking that the problem has to be like something bad, right? I know, so I'm telling you that I know so many women. I be watching little hair videos online. I be seeing like, white women comment and stuff. I don't know about y'all. I be paying attention to shit, okay? And there is a market out there for that. But there's a lot of women in general that struggle with hell. I struggle with doing my daughter hair. She black and I'm black. Baby, I don't know how to braid. My daughter was gonna have a lace front at 5, okay? Because girl, it just be a struggle over here, and I don't want to be stressing nobody else out doing trying to do her hair. But I say all that to say, doing something like you do, I get paid for doing the things that I'm gonna do anyway. There is something that you do every single day. For you, it may be a piece of cake. For you, it may go right over your head. For you, you may not have to think about it. But for somebody else, they are actively looking and searching for it. And that's the beauty of this, being able to take your skills, your knowledge, and turn it into an asset. And now, y'all, with AI, you li- I, I mean, I know it's scary and I know it's fucking up the water and I know, but baby, you better get it while you can. You better get it while you motherfucking can. You know what I'm saying? So again, if this is as I have new people kind of coming in and out, if this is your first time seeing me, my name is Sierra Janae, and I get on here and literally just show people and try to encourage and motivate you. You know what I mean? To like, why haven't you created asset? What is the issue? What is the problem? I don't care. Are you a mom? Okay, because if you a mom, first of all, you got tens and thousands of things that baby I know you didn't overcame, or I know that you didn't know how to do, and now you know how to do. You can turn it into an asset. Okay, stop thinking that when y'all see people, excuse me, like myself or even anybody else, get on this internet and you think it's just about selling a course. Baby, it's not. It's so much more than that. Yes, that's a great stream of income, a great way to get started, but imagine you getting paid to do the shit that you already doing anyway. Maybe you're good you're really good at organizing shit and you take that shit serious. Maybe you got motherfucking OCD down to the T, right? But it for good reasons, right? There's somebody that's struggling with OCD and they think that there's something's wrong with them. Baby, you can create a quick little, digital product, a PDF, okay? And sell that bitch for $47. Sell a couple of, you will be surprised. And y'all, there is no, a lot of people also ask me, like, I feel like I get this question a lot, like, do you have to run ads? Do you have to run ads? No, y'all, it was one thing I'm very transparent with my community. Y'all, at this point, I have like 8,000 jobs. I really do. I really do. Or when I say jobs, I mean, because to me, everything is work, but I have 8 different incomes. I literally, when it comes to just my digital marketing stuff, y'all, when I say I have slacked off the last year and a half, and I'm being completely honest with y'all, very transparent. I get on this motherfucking live every here now and there. But I can't tell you the last time I created some new content, but guess what? That does not stop me from being able to make sales in this. And I'm so grateful to God that, you know what I mean? I've been in this position, and that's why I be trying to tell y'all, like, I'm not trying to sit, I promise you, I don't give a fuck. I mean, like, I do. I care. I don't want you to think I don't. But I don't give a fuck. Like I'm not pressed about. It's weird. Y'all know I always get on here and try to be honest with y'all, but like I'm not pressed about selling no goddamn course, y'all. You know why? Because first of all, when I first started making money, and this is what I just be trying to share my story with y'all so y'all know, so y'all can understand that if I can do this shit, y'all damn sure can do this too. And this is coming from somebody, y'all, that's a like, baby, I used to be the biggest procrastinator, just because I would be in my head, I would overthink shit, I would get overwhelmed, and then just not do shit. So and then once I was like, man, I want to change my situation. I know a lot of y'all praying, y'all saying y'all want to change y'all situation. The first thing I want to ask you, what are you doing to change your situation? If you can't afford a course, right? A course is literally just a shortcut, y'all. That's really all it is. If you get the right one, let me say that, okay? Because this is one thing that I'm very like, I try to be very vocal about, like in the community, in my community that I have for moms. It's called the Mompreneur Method. You hear me say NPM. NPM. We just launched a new era. By the way, if you are a mom and you've been, baby, looking for support, community, structure, a step-by-step system, join NPM. Everything's linked in my description. But no, I more so like, yeah, I want you to, buy the course and sell it and everything like that, right? Because I mean, wow, I created it, right? I want, of course, right? But the main thing, and any mom, if I have any of my moms inside of my live right now, they will tell you I push ownership, y'all, because it is, there is nothing like having your own. When I was praying, I was asking God to send me an opportunity to make money. I said, Jesus, when you do, I promise you, I'm gonna give it back. I'm gonna give it back. I'm gonna give it back to the girls, to whoever or whatever. You, I have been there where I have not had nothing. I have been there when I was making payment arrangements and really didn't even have the money to be making the payment arrangement. Okay, and I know what it's like to feel like, damn, I'm stuck in this situation. Is it ever gonna fucking change? Am I ever gonna get more? I'm trying to be, a good person. I'm trying to do right by people. I'm trying to tithe. I'm trying to, when I can, right? And nothing ever seemed to happen. And I was praying. I was praying. I was praying. I was praying. I was like, God, send me more. Send me more. Send me more. Oops, sorry, y'all. My bad. Oops, sorry, girl. But I was like, send me more, send me more, send me more. But I wasn't doing shit. And that's a lot of y'all problem. Y'all keep saying, like, oh, just like, please just send me something, God. Just send me a sign, send me a sign. But your ass ain't moved. Why you ain't moved for? What's the problem? Y'all, it's too many free resources out here. I get on here every motherfucking day. Baby, I can show you. You want me to show you? I get on here every day, y'all. Well, when I can. And if I ain't showing y'all on my screen, because usually the screen be delayed when you be when you be trying to do it on here on your laptop. But bro, I literally walk y'all through how to fucking, you know what I'm saying, create an offer, validate the offer, sell the offer, turn your offer into an asset literally in 7 days or less. And I'm talking about, you could damn near get started for $0, bro. So like when people be saying, and that's why I always be like, I don't really feel sorry for people. And I used to, again, with the financial situation that I used to be in, I really don't, because I ain't know none of this shit. I had to learn this shit on my own. Yeah, I got started with a motherfucking course, but there was still a lot of shit I had to figure out on my own. That's why I try to get on here, y'all, and give y'all. And again, I say this humbly. I ain't gotta get on this motherfucker. I'm good. Like y'all, when I tell y'all, I'm so good, and I still work my 9 to 5. That's another thing. I think a lot of people get on here and that's why my ass be disappeared real quick, because y'all, when I tell you I don't give a fuck about this internet, I don't give a fuck about if anybody buys a course. I don't give a fuck about none of that. You know why? Because when I was going crazy and I was selling somebody else's shit, and that was just the way that I personally got started, right? I took my money and I reinvested in myself, and I reinvested in myself, and I reinvested in myself, and I reinvested in myself. You know why? Because I'm not, so many people get tripped up by this internet, and they think about, oh, if I look like I got money, then people what. I don't give a fuck. If y'all think I do, or if I think I know, baby, I know the life that I get to live, and y'all don't even see none of it. You know what I'm saying? So if and that's one thing that I always ask my students, especially in my in-depth one-on-one situations. I always, like, ask people, like, well, why do you want to do this? Some people will literally say they want to go viral or they want to get attention. But why do you want to get that attention? Why do you want to go viral? Just to do it, just for gratification? Baby, I don't give a fuck. I don't. And that's what a lot of y'all need to do. Y'all don't need to baby, I'm trying to make an impact, help some people, and get some money. If that consists of me going viral or whatever like that, cool. If not, I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? The point is, you should be taking the skills that you have. And, and it's sad that they don't preach that in these schools. It's sad that they don't preach that, like, motherfuckers, this system, baby, is designed for you to be stuck on that 9 to 5. Okay, and then every time cost of living going up, we're gonna give you a little sprinkle. We're gonna give you a little, make it seem like. But in reality, you're never gonna get to live the life that you want. You're never gonna get to do the things that you want. You told me to sit down somewhere. I'm already sitting down. I'm confused. Oops, sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I keep leaving my phone right here. My bad. But and a lot of y'all be like, "Ooh, I'm just. I mean, I want to start, but I'm. That's a little embarrassing. I don't want to be online and my family seeing me. You not embarrassed when you be doing DoorDash? You not embarrassed when you be doing and no shade, no shade. I appreciate the service workers that be doing, baby. Because one thing about it, I'm gonna do this some shit every now and then. Okay, dash pass. No, but like you know what I mean. There, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but you worried about the wrong things. You worried about the wrong things. You worried about getting materialistic things so people will think you have it. Why don't you actually get out here and get it for yourself? And like I said, you have talents. You have things that you've overcame. There is something that for you think about it is nothing, right? And again, I love that, with me doing this, kind of going back to the point that I was saying, but that's why I love that I get to do this. Yeah, I can get on this internet and make some money or whatever like that real quick or whatever, but to be able to take what I know and be out in public at the grocery store and just simply share my experience, some of my students' testimony, my personal testimony, right? And somebody basically buy or invest, should I say, in themselves based off of that. Like, baby, there's nothing else that you know what I mean? Like to me, that's crazy. That's crazy. And so that's why I always be trying to tell people, like, y'all, it's just stop thinking that it's just about selling a course, selling a course, selling a course. Yes, you can sell that motherfucker. Yes, you can sell. Y'all, literally, I almost made $260,000 to date. Okay, from selling just one particular course, literally one particular course, shit that I didn't even create. But it wasn't that I was selling the actual. Hey, James, welcome in. It wasn't that I was selling. Oh, I need to do a poll too. um, it wasn't just about I took the information that it got baby. People paid motherfucking $1 million to get in rooms with people, y'all. Like it's so much. People got to stop being so small minded. But yes, if you do not know, that's how I got started. As I got new people coming in here. If you want to learn more about digital marketing or affiliate marketing, let me know. I'm definitely gonna drink her stuff. Because I get on here pretty much every day and show people how to get started, show people how to create their offer literally from scratch. And I even walk you through like validating it because that's really important. Because one thing I don't want you to do is take all your motherfucking time and energy, because don't nobody got no time and motherfucking energy, right? To go and build an offer and nobody buys that shit, right? And a lot of people always ask me, well, how do you actually get people to buy? How do you actually get combination of things? I just told y'all, word of mouth. I out in the store and simply you can do it that way, but not saying that you have to, right? But 90% of the time, content, y'all, content. Y'all get on here and y'all play with AI, y'all mess around and you use ChatGPT as your therapist, but why are you not using it to get you ahead? A lot of people don't really understand how to use AI. AI is just simply, really kind of making your idea better, right? And that's why I'm saying y'all literally could create an offer, validate that bitch, format that bitch, and have it ready to go and set up absolutely for free. And you won't do that. But then you say that, oh, I wish God would send me an opportunity. I wish something would happen. But why haven't you just got on YouTube and just simply research how to get started? Again, I get on here to answer any questions. Y'all got any questions? Don't be shy. I get on here and try to like walk y'all through the process. Again, I don't give a damn about, like I said, getting one of my courses is just getting more proximity to me. That's really all it is. But you're going to learn more. I can't cover everything in just a live, right? Yeah, you need to learn marketing. Yeah, you need to learn branding, sales psychology, and all that shit. But at the same time, you already got the sauce. You already got the skill, and that be the thing that I be trying to like just tell people. Like y'all talking to, I don't even like people. Ain't that crazy? But when I be talking to people, baby, I'm gonna pull it. Look, I'm gonna pull. That's my talent. That's really my talent. That's my gift. I'm gonna pull it up out of you, okay? And like I said, to going back to the young lady that I was saying, y'all, that's a digital product. Like so many different things that she could do with it. I said, girl, you can fuck around and launch your own goddamn hair care line, because again, that is a struggle that so many women struggle with, trying to maintain their daughter's curls and shit like that. They don't know how to do that. But again, the power of having a product that solves a very specific product, and bitch, you turn around and post, like, this is why I always tell my students in general, get your ass on YouTube, right? Because y'all, I'm telling y'all, that's why a bitch be disappearing. Okay, I'm giving y'all my sauce. I don't fucking post online every day. Now I should. I definitely should. And I'm about to get back to it. I'm working on some things. I had, just like I said, I just launched this new era MGM, and that was really my main priority. But y'all, I have videos that I posted from 2 years ago, right? That people still go click the link and buy from. And that is the power of actually really knowing your craft, knowing your position, and knowing your messaging, having that shit down to a T, right? Put them links in there, bitch, and people will keep buying. And shit is on autopilot. I was telling my students this the other day, like, Y'all, I make literally three. And again, I like to be transparent so y'all know what's possible. And this is a person that literally half ass. I don't get like if I was intentional, baby, when I was like really like, and I'm like, damn, I didn't backed up and did less and still making what I was making. Posting really you don't even have to post 3 times a day. But I one thing for growth and like getting eyes on you and shit like that, I'm always gonna tell you post 3 times a day. Post three shorts a day or 3 short form pieces of content a day. I don't really fuck with carousels like that, but carousels do go crazy, y'all. So I'm just saying, if you're on Instagram, post them carousels, okay? Cause they will hit. I ain't making. I just don't fuck with Instagram like that. I do fuck with the stories, the Instagram stories. But y'all, I'm telling you, I would be posting 3 times a day, getting on live once a day. I don't really fuck with TikTok like that. Every once in a while, I'll do 2 lives at once. Y'all know me. I be looking at 2 screens because I believe working smarter and not harder, right? But I just simply get on here and answer questions. I just simply get on here and share my experience with y'all to show y'all, like, hey, this is how I made multiple 6 figures. And if I can do this shit, y'all can do it too. Like, y'all. Telling and I still work my 9 to 5. Again, I know y'all see a lot of these creators and that be and again, if that's your goal, that's your dream or whatever, cool. But I when I got into this, like I wasn't getting into it because I just want to retire in a G wagon and not do anything, right? Like that's never. I'm not that person. Because the one thing about it, like not even trying to be funny, a bitch is always drove good. Since I've been with my man, always drove good. So that was never a problem. That was never an issue. Always had a since I've been with my man, always had a big home. That's not an issue. That wasn't my thing. So that's why I don't really necessarily like, oh, you guys can quit your job. I've had hundreds at this point of students that have quit their job. That's amazing. If that's what you want to do, yep. And let me know if you want to learn more about digital marketing, affiliate marketing. It's something that you can single day absolutely for free. But I wanted just to have freedom and be able to move how I wanted to move when I wanted to move, right? And it literally a lot of y'all don't understand that y'all just speaking it out loud and actually taking action, right? I was on a job that I fucking hated for 11 years. And honestly, I thought I was going to be there probably for the rest of my life because I was moving up the ladder, whatever like that, was going to be making really, really good money to the point where I literally just fucking I quit my job. Well, let me not say it like I just quit, but I was just like, man, I just see myself at home. I want to be present with my daughter because I had just had her. Um, you said not gonna lie, everybody be scamming, selling fake courses. Well, my course isn't fake, love, and I have no reason to scam you. That's why I get on here and try to answer any questions that you have. So let me know if you have any. But I completely understand. A lot of people feel that way, and that's why I always offer my little one-on-one. So if you want to ask a little bit more, and then I apply that $97 towards your purchase so you don't feel like you're getting scammed or whatever like that. But feel free to ask questions if you have any. There are a few scams out here, and that's why it's so important to do your research and ask questions. So ask away. But yeah, I was just like, you know what? I got fed up. And for anybody right now that's watching me and you're in a situation, if it's a financial hardship, if it's just like you're just not where you even want to be financially, right? Just know like, and I know it sounds corny and cliche to say that shit, but like you really can change the situation. You really can. And y'all like I say this all the time, people making fun of me, but being black, especially since they trying to take us back. The resources and tools that we have access to, if you were serious and you really wanted to change your situation, change your financial situation, you could. And again, I ask you, are you doing everything? Are you exhausting every opportunity? Or are you making excuses and just saying, oh, I just wish something would happen for me, oh, I just wish it would happen? What are you doing? Because the internet is free, love. The internet is motherfucking free. You got time to scroll on TikTok all day, but you won't take time. I don't care if it was motherfucking one video a day. I start getting on YouTube and watching one video a day until I could afford some shit, you know? So again, like there's really no excuse. Literally, y'all, you could fuck around and get on your kid's iPad, screen record you playing a video game, upload that bitch to YouTube, and upload videos back to back to back to back to back, and you'll fuck around and get monetized and make an income from that. Like there's too many things that you can do. I get on here all day long and give y'all different ideas and ways to literally make money. You could sign up for, like I was telling somebody, yeah, I think I shared this earlier. I was saying like how literally y'all from Stan Store is like how where I host my digital products and shit like that. Y'all, I make $3,000 a month just from people signing up through my link. So I don't even have to fucking sell no products or nothing like that. Just from the people that's not. Now, granted, people be canceling the shit. Sometimes it does fluctuate sometimes, but usually it's anywhere from like 2,800 to about $3,000 a month. That's me not doing nothing. But simply I made a video on YouTube, and people will go back, watch the video, click the link, they'll sign up for Stand Store. Even if it's for a 14-day trial, I made some money. Okay? Affiliate marketing. Didn't even do nothing. Would you say they don't even do digital marketing, just selling the course to make money? Well, I do digital marketing, love. So again, you are you interested? Did you want to know a little bit more? So like I said, it is important to, you know, ask questions. But digital marketing, love, is just using any kind of online, platform to market a product so people can be able to download it. And as far as like marketing in general, like you do that every day. Anytime you're selling a, reposting a celebrity's link or sharing something that leads to some sort of product or service, that was a form of digital marketing. A lot of y'all will, share Beyonce business, Cardi B business, or whatever like that. When Ulta, you remember when they was having that Ulta what was it called, the Ulta event and shit like that, people selling that, people didn't even know about Ulta, but just by you simply sharing it, you're doing a form of digital marketing and you're doing it for free. So again, when people get on here and they be like, oh, digital marketing is scam, da, da, da. Well then, baby, you scamming people too, because you be sharing links for free. You the one getting scammed because you ain't getting paid for it. So again, like y'all, Netflix is a digital product. That's something that a lot of y'all use every single day. How many of y'all have probably even told one of your friends, like, girl, Housemaid just came out on Stars, 2 years ago or whatever like that. But girl, you gotta see this movie. This movie good as hell. Well, fuck it. Let me go ahead and sign up for Stars. Girl, go ahead and sign up for Stars app. That was a form of digital marketing. Sis didn't get paid for it. You just promoted Stars for free. So again, it's just simply sharing your experience, y'all. It's just simply sharing something that you enjoy, something that benefited you, something that saved you time, something that saved you energy, made you money, right? And you're sharing that experience with someone else. Now, what I talk about, you said you want to know more. So yeah, so now depending on what you want to do, so I have two different ways to get started. So my first way, and this is why I be trying to tell y'all, like I don't give a damn about no money. I created a program because the number one reason when I get on live and I always ask y'all, like, why haven't y'all started? Why haven't y'all started? Y'all say that, hey, I don't want to buy a $500 course. I respect that. Completely understand. You know what I'm saying? And I feel that, right? And some people don't want to learn multiple streams of income. One thing that I really am big on and that I always try to tell any of my people in general, it's cool learning multiple streams of income, but I don't personally recommend that because that's the number one thing what holds so many people back and why they don't fucking start and why they don't continue. Y'all, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I've sold a course to over like 700 plus people, literally, right? And I ain't gonna lie, some of them, quite few of them, right? They quit and they stop. And you know why? It's because you're trying to do too much at once instead of fucking focusing on one thing, right? And you said, I want to know more. I got you. What's good, G? I just got the other guy, the 20 subscribers. Okay, have a nice day. I got my water. Okay, good for you, Zulu Kulu. I want to learn multiple streams. And it's cool. You should learn multiple streams. But see, the thing is, at the core with learning those multiple streams of income, because I don't care what it is that you're doing, you need to learn marketing, branding, and sales psychology. When you understand that, you can do anything. But don't be trying to hop into the game learning multiple streams. So you have to let me know. I don't know what your name is. It says YT YouTube. I don't know if you're a guy, girl. You have to tell me, okay? Hey Christina, peace and love to you as well. I created a method, it's called the sicko method. And what that does is you can basically take what you already know. See, this is another thing. A lot of these programs out here, y'all, and this is why I be fucking y'all up. You said a whole guy. That's fine. Why you laughing? That's fine. This this is what be messing y'all up. A lot of these programs, why this is just my personal opinion, okay? Again, I've been doing this for 2 years now, and just from sitting back, especially with helping so many people that came from like other courses and communities, right? A lot of these courses, the way that they teach you to basically regurgitate what they say and speak kind of like how they're speaking, right? And these are motherfuckers that's multi six figures, multi seven figure earners, right? And for you, you don't relate to that, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? But you don't relate to that. You ain't made $100 online, right? So yeah, this information is good, it's helpful, and it has helped them to get to that next level, right? But you need somebody to talk to you and explain to you that, hey, it's not about getting on this internet and say, hey, I'm gonna also show you how to make $1,000 online. Have you made $1,000 online? So how the hell you gonna show somebody else, right? And that's where a lot of people get stuck and they stay in this cycle of not necessarily getting anywhere. You know why? Because the content that they're creating, hell, they don't even believe it. You know why? Because they ain't made $1,000 or they ain't even made their first $100. So, that's one really huge thing that I'm big on, in both of my programs and the way that I teach is speaking from where you're at. It's not about getting on here and saying, hey, I'm going to teach you how to make $1,000 a line. No, I'm simply sharing my experience. And like I said, kind of going back to before, what digital marketing is, y'all, is just simply sharing your experience on something that you use, something that benefited you, something that saved you time, something that taught you how to make money. Okay, right? But just because you bought a course from me does not mean you have to now start saying, hey, I have this course and it's going to show you how to make $1,000. No, talk about what it's helping you do. And this is how you attract your audience. This is how you attract the right people that will actually buy. This is why I don't fucking give a damn about numbers and all that stuff. And again, I hope you subscribe. If you like what I'm saying, if it's resonating with you, if it's helping you, definitely hit that subscribe button. But at the same time, y'all, like, stop trying to get on this internet and just to go viral, to be going viral, right? I get on here and pretty much talk about the same things. Yeah, I get some weirdos in my lives or whatever like that, but the people that are serious and the people that are clicking the links, baby, they buying. Okay? Because I know what I'm talking about. I have proof. Hell, a lot of y'all have actually watched me grow literally from the year and a half that I've been back on YouTube doing this. And obviously I wouldn't be on here talking about some shit or talking about the same shit 2 years later if it wasn't working, right? And so again, I'm not trying to get on. Yeah, I get on here sometimes and just chop it up with y'all and just be talking to y'all, whatever like that. But I'm saying all that to say is it's not about pretending to be something that you're not, and that's why so many people kind of fail at this and get stuck. Um, but it's a lot of transmission on there. I don't know what that means. Is it a lot of transmission on there? You talking about learning transmission? Is that what that means? I don't know. I don't know what you mean about that. But no, so the program that you can get started with, if you do, since you said you want to learn multiple streams of income, again, at the core, you get me as your coach and your mentor when you do get any one of my courses that I offer. That way, because I just be wanting to have, I just be wanting to have results and people that I can brag about. Y'all know I get on here and always share my students' testimonies or whatever like that for the ones that be saying it's cool. What you talking about then? You said no. What is transmission? I don't know what that is. No, but you can learn like, different things like how to monetize outside of learning brand and marketing and sales psychology, because that's the most important thing that you need to learn, right? That you can also obviously resell the course. That's one stream of income. There's literally over like 15 other different streams of income in there that you can learn. But I just always say, and I want you to hear me, you know, learn them first, because you're gonna overwhelm yourself. Don't try to take too much on and be trying to do 1,000 things at once. Just like with platforms, y'all. I always tell my students, like, yeah, if you want to be on all the platforms, cool. But what is that platform that you resonate with the most? Less is more, y'all. That I mean, and this is something that I'm having to learn too. Less is more. And when I took literally 60 days off and still made $6,000, like what, and y'all, me like not posting, not getting on live, because I ain't gonna lie, like I fell into this I don't want to say rat race, but I fell into the, oh, let me get on live, because I ain't gonna lie, I be getting addicted. When you getting on live and you making $3,000 in a day and shit like that, you gonna keep getting your ass on live, right? But to walk away and like I said, having videos, and when you're intentional with your stuff, right? Having videos that you post that were very intentional, you drop them links, right? And people are literally still buying from them. You making money in your sleep. You making money when you on vacation. You making money while you at your job. Everybody should experience this, y'all. It's too easy. It's too simple. But you do need the right coach. You do need, someone to help you and guide you so you can skip the mistakes. And that's why I created, because I ain't gonna lie to y'all. When I first started, I was like, I'm not creating no motherfucking course, bitch. I'm doing this for life. I mean, again, I would get on live and simply share, not, oh, this is all the modules are in in here. I would just simply share, like, hey, they got this mindset module and I didn't think like this, and it's changed by the way and I was just simply sharing my experience, and it helped me earn my first 6 figures literally in 9 months from shit that I didn't even create. But then I ain't gonna lie, after like I said, after I did do that, and after so many people was like, dang, you should create your own thing. You should create I'm like, well, damn, if motherfuckers saying that, then maybe, shit, they gonna buy it. Right. And that's the only, that honestly, y'all, that is how I created NPM. And just because I seen so many moms, I don't know if I have any moms in the room right now. If you're a mom, put a pink heart in the chat. Let me know that you're here. But I had seen so many moms struggling with this, and it was a timing thing. You know what I mean? It was having to choose between your different priorities of, damn, I got a mom, but damn, I want to work on this business because I want to elevate us and take us to the next level and make us some money. But why I gotta choose, right? So that's why I used to get on here and I'd be like, y'all, everything is motherfucking content. Stop thinking that you have to, yeah, you want to step into a different identity as far as like being able to make the type of money that you want, being able to do the things that you want to do in life, right? But it's not about changing who you like changing who you are. Use the shit that you are. Bitch, if your house is dirty or whatever like that and you're really dealing with mom, like, bitch, record that. That's real. Cause another mom gonna see that, she gonna relate to that and be like, damn, I fuck with her. What she got? What she said? That's all this is, y'all. It's not rocket science, I promise. Do you post ads? I don't. I barely post, y'all. I barely fucking post. Okay, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I can't tell you the last piece of content that I created, and that's why I be like, bro, if y'all don't stop playing, what is y'all excuse? I want to know what is your excuse. Oh, so kind of going back to my thing. So y'all, normally I get on here and I'll be like, what's holding y'all back from starting digital marketing? I always do a poll and y'all be saying money. So this is exactly why I created the sicko method, right? It's a literally a one time investment of $97. Okay. I literally made it that cheap, and that baby, the bot that that I built inside of that program alone is well over $97. So it literally is a steal. And then if you want to, which that's not even the point of the program, you can also resell it. So if you're like, hey, I don't want to create shit. I just want to resell a product that's already done for you. You can do that, and you make $82 per sale. So easiest little side hustle. But I created it because, like I said, I talk to so many people. When I run into people, like I always can, like just I don't know. I just love doing it at this point. Come up with an offer, y'all. So I have students that literally have offers to help people not overthink, to show people how to start cutting hair, to show people how to get their CDLs, to show kids or to get kids to like not be so picky, different like recipes and ideas like that. I'm about to have somebody that show how to show women or moms how to be able to manage curly hair for biracial kids. Like so y'all, so, like so many different, and I'm like, it's to me it's really exciting because it's like we all have talents, we all have gifts, we all have things that we're good at, y'all, and you can be getting paid for it. Stop thinking that it's a bad thing. Stop thinking you think it's bad to try to charge somebody for a skill that you have that can save them time, that can save them energy, that can help them do something, accomplish something that they're struggling with, that they're actually looking for, and that they're gonna buy or pay somebody anyway. But you feel bad about that. But you don't think about your damn job. Don't feel bad for paying you $20 an hour and they making $20,000 an hour off of your ass. What do you feel bad for? You know what I mean? And I'm speaking from experience. I'm speaking from, I used to think that way, like, oh well, no, I should try to help people and put them on. Baby, I am. Baby, I charge you a one time fee of $497, and you made six figures. You made your first 10K. You made your first 5K. So again, like if that's what's holding you back, or if that's what you think, well, I don't want to sell. I was just talking to somebody earlier on TikTok. I don't want to sell because it just makes me feel icky. It makes you feel icky because you don't believe in it. And this is what I'm saying. This is why I go back to creating something that you already good at, something that you overcame. Maybe you're a mom, right? And when you was breastfeeding your baby, you was like, man, I don't know how I'm gonna get through or whatever, but you found a way to get through it, right? There's another mom coming right behind you. There's a mama pregnant right now that's gonna need your service, that's gonna need your ebook, that's gonna need your guide, that's gonna need your PDF, and it could change everything for her. You know what I mean? And so again, like, yeah, I do this shit for money, but I'm telling y'all, I do this shit for impact. I do this shit for somebody saying, you know what, damn, this really helped me. This really transformed me. And to have students that once lived in their car to owning their first home, to once being in a bad relationship or whatever and couldn't leave because the only source of income they had was their significant other, to now being able to give their kids their dream life, and this all from digital marketing, all from using their phone. And y'all ain't hopped on this. Y'all crazy. Like, to me, it's just crazy. But then people will literally go sign up for a DoorDash, Spark, a Grubhub, and be working all four of these jobs and normalize that and think that shit is cool, and you busting your ass and killing yourself for $30 is insane. It's crazy. When you could literally, even if you didn't invest in me, baby, I give you the sauce. You could go and fuck. I mean, no shade to ChatGPT. I still love me some ChatGPT, but bitch, you can go on motherfucking Claude for free. You don't want to change your situation. You don't want to change your situation because if you were serious, and I can say this, y'all, because I've had literally people age 67, okay, don't know how to use a computer, had only used a typewriter, didn't know what Canva was, ChatGPT, none of that, right? But she wanted to, she prayed and wanted to see her way out of her situation. And so, baby, yeah, I don't know this shit, but I'm willing to try. Okay. And so that's what I'm saying. A lot of y'all, again, I don't feel sorry. I don't, because you get on this motherfucker, you can get on this YouTube right now that you watching me on and be like, okay, how I make my first $100? What is digital marketing shit? What's affiliate marketing? How can I sign up for that? What's a free way to get started? Too many reasons. You can ask Claude. Hey Claude, you know what? People always is telling me I'm good at this. Could this be a digital product or a digital offer that I could solve? If so, can you walk me through the process of how I can create it? I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't got no motherfucking money right now, but what's a free way that I can get started? You can use Canva, the free version. Now, granted, you limit on your motherfucking graphics and shit, but y'all, I have students. I have students that literally sell Google Docs. Ain't no fucking graphic design needed. Ain't no logo. Ain't no nothing. You know why? Because the document is transformative. It helps people. It gets people to that. It gives them that shortcut, so they willing to pay for it. A fucking Google Doc. Stop thinking and stop letting perfection hold you back and be the reason why you haven't got started. Stop saying that, oh, I'm not tech, I'm just not the most techiest person. I'm just never gonna do it. You can't fucking learn. If you go sign up for DoorDash right now, you gotta go learn a process to do the shit. If you go sign up for Amazon Flex, you can learn. Stop being scary. Stop being a scary hoe. Okay? I'm just saying. Okay? But y'all, do I have anybody here have any questions? I know y'all like to just sit here and hear me. Let me do a poll. Should I do a poll? Let me see. I gotta do my polls. Should I do I don't know. Let me see. I ain't did one of these in a minute, y'all. But does anybody have any questions? Ask away, y'all, while I'm putting this poll on here. Y'all know get on here talking and rambling. I said I was gonna take my nap since I got off this call early, but doesn't look like that's gonna happen. Time, money, just don't know. Just don't know. Okay. Why haven't you started digital marketing? But y'all let me know if y'all have any questions. I'm just here. I'm here. Look, I know y'all be liking for me to talk, and y'all be like, you be motivating me. You be motivate you to do what? Because you ain't did shit. Y'all be pissing me off. Hey girl, I be watching all your videos and you be inspiring me. Girl, I'ma start. I'ma start. I'ma start one day. I'ma start. I'ma start. Oh. Oh, you know what? Me and these posts just don't get along. Okay, let me move it, y'all. How do I? Y'all make sure y'all vote. You just don't know. Somebody already vote. Did I do that or did y'all do that? So somebody said just don't know. Who said that? Put a one in the chat if y'all don't know what digital marketing is. Put a one in the chat so I know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Y'all make sure y'all vote in the poll, okay? I'm just simply on here just trying to educate y'all and put y'all on because there's no reason for you not to be not making at least an extra $1,000 a month. Realistically, it's just not okay. And I can easily walk you through the process how. So a lot of y'all are saying y'all just don't know. Y'all don't know what digital marketing is. Okay, so if you're new to my channel, obviously you got to be new. Okay, so first thing, subscribe. I'm about to put you on and give you this free game, and I don't want you to miss none of my new videos or anything like that. So digital marketing, first of all, is just something that you do every day. You know how you be posting, how you be sharing the link, how you that new restaurant in your city just came out and the food look fire good. You ain't even went yet, but just because everybody and mama talking about it, and you like, yeah, I gotta go, I gotta go. Let me share this on my page or whatever like that. You just did marketing. You know how you love going to motherfucking Zara or whatever like that, and every time you go in there, that you always get something that you like or whatever like that. So you'll get on your Instagram story and be like, y'all, Zara done got me again. Fashion Nova done got me again. Okay, you market it. You market it. Okay. Everybody does a form of marketing every single day, right? Digital marketing is just a term that's just scaring y'all and is honestly scaring you out of your big bag. And that's the problem, okay? You do it every single day. It's just simply sharing your experience. D- Netflix. I'm sure there's a lot of people right now in this live that watch Netflix. Y'all watch Netflix? Y'all watch Hulu? Do y'all use Spotify? You use Airbnb? You use Uber? DoorDash. All them shits right there is digital products. They all digital products because you know why? It was a problem that somebody seen. They created a product for it that solved it. Boom. And let me explain. Okay. Motherfuckers was tired of paying taxi. Okay. They was like taxi a little high and they be trying to take extra little routes, you know what I'm saying, and go around the corner and charge your ass, right? So old boy came out with Uber. He came out with Uber and was like, you know what? I'm gonna create an app. I don't own none of these motherfucking cars, but I'm gonna work smart and not hard, right? I don't own none of these goddamn cars, right? But I'm gonna get this app and I'm gonna allow people to sign up and use their vehicle. You know what I'm saying? Use their vehicle, so I ain't gotta put shit up front. I'm just hosting the platform, right? And they can legally, you know what I'm saying, pick up rides and make income that way. That's a digital product. Netflix, okay? Motherfuckers didn't want to buy DVDs and get DVDs no more. People was tired of dealing with that. You know, as the age and things change, So Netflix was like, hey, and Netflix actually used to I remember back in the day they used to mail out DVDs and shit like that, right? But once they seen that, the convenience of everything being, in this one catalog on this one app and people can kind of scroll through. And at the end of the day, when it comes to a product, right, you want to keep people on your product. You want to keep people using it, just like YouTube, right? That's a digital product. Okay. Now, when it comes to everyday people like you and me, right? There are things that I'm good at. I happen to be really, really good at helping people learn how to make money online, helping people utilize the skills that they already know, right, and turn it into something, some kind of asset that can pay them days from today, weeks from today, months from today, right? So that would consider me in the wealth niche. So I get on here and I teach people about digital marketing, and I talk a lot about the wealth niche, right? But here's the thing: when you get started, and say if you got started with a course, some of my students, a lot of them start with a course, and that's great. And honestly, that is just a cheat sheet, okay? That is just so you don't have to do the manual labor of actually looking up what is marketing, what is sales psychology, what is positioning, what is a funnel, things like that, right? Just give you a shortcut. You could absolutely do all of that, right? But by the time you compile it, people don't have time. People want shortcuts. People want the 1 2 1 2 1 2. Okay, that's all what a course is. And in some cases, a lot of those courses you can actually turn around and sell it. But one way of doing that is not talking about, hey, this course has this and this and this in here. You're gonna learn all this on here. It has this many modules in here, right? You can just simply say, hey, I went from literally not understanding what sales psychology was to now finally getting it. I can do this as a mom, literally from my home while I'm watching my daughter play with her toys, and I'm making income. I learned how to set up a funnel all because of this course, and I didn't even know what the hell a funnel was. I learned how to create really amazing, engaging content that attracts people, right? And and because of this content that I'm making, it's attracting the people that are interested in maybe either furthering a service with me or getting a product from me, right? That's all that you're doing, okay? A lot of people hop into it, and why they don't see sales or why they don't make money in it is because they try to get in and just talk about, hey, these features. It's got these many modules, these many modules. But at the end of the day, people don't care about how many features in something. People don't even care. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, people want to get, the bang for their buck. Don't get me wrong, right? But it's just like if you talk about makeup for a second. When I go to Sephora or MAC or Ulta and shit like that, and I'm looking at, Fenty Beauty, or I'm looking at Makeup Forever Day foundation and shit like that, I'm not saying, oh, I mean, I should probably be saying, ooh, the ingredients in this motherfucker is, you know what I mean? They got this, okay? It's natural and shit like that. Nah, bitch, I don't give a damn about none of that. I'm like, ooh, it's gonna make my face look real good and smooth, and my face gonna be beat, and I'm gonna look real good. And when I look good, baby, I feel good, okay? And that's the same thing when it comes to your actual products. And this is why I'm always telling people, like, what are you already good at, right? So if you're someone, I seen somebody voted and said that, money is the biggest thing that holding you back. Can you not utilize a payment plan? Because if you didn't know, payment plans are available. You can get started just like how I did on a payment plan and break it down into 4 payments, okay? And literally a lot of my students, when they get started, by the time, their payoff is due, the second payment is due, they've already made their investment back. So I hear you saying money, but you can use Klarna, Afterpay, Zip, Zelle, Affirm to get started and literally earn while you're learning at the same time. So don't let that be. And it's, and when I say payment plan, y'all, I'm talking about, it breaks it down where I'm sure the money that you're gonna spend on Uber Eats or DoorDash probably later this week, or probably hell today for dinner, could be you getting started and learning how to create income for yourself. Um, but sorry, no, my mouth was getting dry. But let me know if anybody else has any questions. Anybody else have any questions? But y'all, that's simply for anybody that's coming back. And I know y'all was asking me to explain digital marketing. That's all it is. Some shit that you do every single day. Anytime you refer something and tell somebody, hey, you need to check this out, and there's money tied to it, that you market it. Or even just even if it's not, you know what I mean? Even if it's a free service, when you go to you market it. You know what I'm saying? If you talking about somebody else's shit, something that somebody created, it could be a store, an actual product, a service, right? And you talked about it, and somebody goes off of the sake of you, and they go and experience for themselves. That was marketing. So stop getting so hell bent on this term, digital marketing. Digital marketing is just simply using the internet, y'all. because it's digitally. Okay, it just that's it. I promise you, that's it. And this is how I explain things to my students. Y'all get so caught up on these words, and that's what y'all let it hold you back, and you get so fearful when you do this shit every single day. And again, I just want you to understand that you market every single day. You share links. That's why affiliate marketing, for example, right? Why do you think people showcase, like, if I'm an interior designer, or if I have a channel where, what I'm saying, people literally, and people do this shit for free, right? People literally have YouTube channels, and yeah, they may be making some YouTube AdSense and stuff like that, but they're using their, like, if I'm using my channel, right? And people are like, "Oh, I love the way you decorate, or I love the way you put stuff together," or whatever like that. Like, for example, I even have a student that she creates DIY for, like, I don't want to just say furniture because she created a whole bunch of stuff, but just different DIY stuff at Dollar Tree. Her offer that we put together, and she bought a course from me. Again, she used the skills that was inside that course. But like me, I'm always gonna tell you, what are you good at? What is something that you're passionate about that you're gonna do anyway, right? Let's turn that into a asset. Let's turn that into a product that you can sell, because you can sell that shit on autopilot, right? But literally, so many people buy, and I mean, like, and she sells it for, like, I think $37. I don't even think it's that much. But literally, like, this DIY, like, Dollar Tree, how to create furniture, and she includes, like, all the supplies. First of all, I didn't even know Dollar Tree had a website, by the way, but that's another story for another day. Or Dollar Tree had, like, supply list, by the way. But that's, again, so that's what I mean. Like, y'all could be getting paid to do the things that you love to do. Like, period. Maybe you're someone who actively does, wholesale real estate, right? Okay, a lot of people be thinking, damn, I gotta get my real estate license in order to flip properties and things like that, or I gotta do this, I gotta sign up for that, very, I don't know, and I know in every state is different, but for the Tucker program, or do all that, right? Okay, you can show people how to flip if that's something that you're doing, right? And you've had success. You could create that give somebody a beginner checklist, give somebody a, what I mean, how to close these deals and things like that, because you do it anyway. A lot of y'all, when y'all be like, "Oh, well, I just don't know what I can create, I don't know what to talk about, I just don't know," what are you doing at your job? Because surely, I'm sure there's something that you're doing at your job that you could turn around and do it outside of work and create it into a digital product, an asset that you can sell over and over and over. If it solves a problem, if it's gonna help somebody, people are willing to pay for it, y'all. People are willing to pay for it. Like, for real. Like, I mean, people be, I don't know about y'all. When I'm looking to solve a problem, when I'm going on TikTok and I'm going on YouTube or whatever, and somebody has a product, maybe every time, they gonna get me. They gonna get me. And that's the power of, attraction marketing, right? And learning how to actually attract the right people. Because now that I got you locked in and you paying attention to what I have to say, 9 times out of 10, it's not that I'm trying to upsell you. It's not that I'm trying to do anything. That's one thing. I'm very transparent up front. Okay, I'm letting you know. I talk about the same now, really three things over and over and over. That's what it is. Okay, I have a whole bunch of free resources and stuff like that. If you want them, you're more than welcome. Just let me know. Comment, comment, and let me know. I give those away all the time. But I'm just saying, like, the resources that I have, and the reason why I've been able to sell the same products for literally, over 2 years now, is because they help people. They help solve somebody's problem. It helps get them to the next step. It's a shortcut, and boom. And then a lot of people can turn around and resell the product themselves if they decide that they don't want to create anything, or they take the skills and they use them. And again, y'all, this is what I'm always trying to say. Learning from a course, if you get the right one, okay? Again, this is why it's important to ask questions, do your research and stuff like that. But when you start with something, again, as much as I want to say, "Oh yeah, you can get into this just to resell a course or whatever," I guarantee you, at least my programs, I can't speak for everybody else's shit, right? But at least the shit that I that I, promote, and that I tell y'all about, that's really worth investing in, you're gonna be motivated. You're gonna be inspired to create your own shit either way. Because, like I said, I got on here, y'all, and again, I leave my lives up. Y'all can go back and see literally 2 years ago how I was like, when people be like, "Oh, are you gonna create your own product?" And then I was like, "Hell no, I'm doing this shit for life." Okay, because it was just too easy to talk about your experience and make $3,000 a day. I don't care for if it's $500 a day, right? That's life changing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a greedy person. I'm thankful for anything that I get. Let me not come off that way, right? And that's what I mean. It's about learning to take the things that you learn marketing, brand, and sales psychology, positioning, right? Because it positions you to do anything. to be in any niche, right? But you got to master that first. Stop trying to master all these different things at once and putting, 10% here, 50% here, 30% here and not getting anywhere. If you go all in on one thing, one platform, get clear on what it is that you want to do and what you want to talk about. And that's what I'm saying. What are you already good at? What are people already asking you for? What is something that, people like, damn, you should charge for that. Maybe you're really good at helping people from not jumping off the ledge. I don't fucking know, right? If you have proof, right, that means you've done it. And again, I would say more than one occasion. Okay, don't let it just be like a one time instance. Okay, that ain't what I'm saying, right? But again, that's where the validation and everything like that comes in too as well, right? But when you do that, y'all, it's just the power of it, and to be able to create something one time, right? To be able to set up systems one time and it run for you years from today, and you make income from it is insane. And that's what I'm saying. While you working your 9 to 5, you should be creating, these opportunities for yourself. I'm not gonna get on here and tell y'all, hey, quit your job, quit your job, quit your job, quit your job. If that's something that you want to do, by all means, do your thing. I'm happy for you. But I still work my 9 to 5, baby, and I make good money. I make good money on my 9 to 5, okay? My 9 to 5 ain't stressful, okay? But I also sell digital products. I also do affiliate marketing. I also do UGC. I also do Airbnb. I also do Turo. And I wouldn't have been able to do any of these things, right? Had I not invested in myself once, right? I got my investment back literally within really 10 days of me starting. And it's been up ever since. And to be able to help so many people and get them, get started. Like y'all, we really in a like a wealth transactional state of the world. You know what I mean? And they really trying to it's and I hate to say it, but it really is turning into where there's gonna be the wealthy and it's just gonna be poor. There is no more middle class, right? So this is the time to invest in yourself and utilize and start taking these skills and creating multiple buckets. Okay. So you got these around you. And that's why I'm so grateful that yeah, I would like to go a little bit harder, and I ain't really apologizing or nothing like that. But that is the power of what digital marketing can do for you. Y'all don't get on this internet every day. And granted, when I do, I'm trying to come in, what I mean, just because again, I'll be like, well, damn, a bitch ain't been on, I ain't been on for 60 days. It's crazy. Well, that was a little insane, and I did feel guilty, but at the same time, I'm like, but look, yeah, but to still make some money and ain't showing up because I ain't gonna lie, when you get into this game, you be feeling like, man, I gotta get on live 8 times a day. This ain't that. Y'all don't do that shit. I know. And I mean, again, if that's something that you want to do, you absolutely can. I mean, the more the merrier, right? But if you're intentional with your content, you know what I'm saying? If you make a video that talks about your product and how it can help people, like y'all start. If y'all don't take nothing from me and from this video, I'm about to get off of here. If don't nobody got no question. But if y'all don't take shit from me, this is why YouTube is literally the best platform to be on. Go and look at the comment. Like, just go search something. I'm gonna give y'all some homework today. Go and search something that you just want to know about, right? I don't care if it's digital marketing. I don't care if it's how to bake a motherfucking cake, make some bread. I don't know, whatever, right? And just pay attention to the comments. Pay attention to the comments that people are asking for, and people will literally. And this is why I like am so obsessed with this, and why I'm just so fascinated by it because y'all, your product is in the comments. Your product is what you put out there. If you start talking about something, start talking about a topic, right? And this is why, having like multi different content pillars, it can get a little tricky, right? But if you start saying something like, hey, if I got on live every day and was like, hey, I'm gonna show y'all how to lose y'all fupa in 90 days, and I'm getting on there every day, I'm getting on every day. And then people start coming in my lives. People start watching my content, right? Then them same people keep coming back and watching my content, my short form content, my long form content. And then they keep coming back. They keep coming back. They keep coming back. They keep coming back. Do you not think that if I actually drop something private, more in depth with me, more personal, more something that could even give you a better shortcut, maybe something more, you know what I mean? More elaborate than what I just was putting out there, that people wouldn't buy it? They would absolutely buy it. You know why? Because they kept coming back. They kept coming back. They kept coming back. They kept coming back, y'all. And that's all digital marketing is. Okay. That's all it is. Okay. If you are good at something, and I know that you do, I know that you are, if you are knowledgeable at something, if you have overcame something, right? Just take the time and go on YouTube and just type in how to or whatever it is that you're think about it, right? Go on TikTok and research. Go on Reddit and see what people are asking, see what people are looking for, right? And I guarantee you, if you're seeing it, and if you're seeing it on all them platforms, that is your product, that is your offer. And if you don't, if you're like, oh, what is the offer or whatever like that, go into that one thing that you're good at, that one thing that maybe I could turn this, but I just don't know how. Go in and simply ask. Stop playing with Claude and stop playing with ChatGPT and having it make you little cartoon, characters of yourself, and use that shit to get paid. Use that shit to get ahead, because that's what the tool is for. Before they fuck up this world and take all the water and shit from it, get something out of it. That's all I be saying, y'all. Get something out of it for yourself, okay? Because it can be life changing. Life change. Y'all, I literally went from living paycheck to paycheck to never have to worry about money again, because I've created too many opportunities for myself. I've created too many sources of income for myself from one investment, from one investment. And if you're serious about learning more about how to get started, how to take your own skills and turn it into an offer, or even if you just want something that's already done for you, something that's already built that you can sell as your own, and as you learning and you get more motivated and more excited, then maybe possibly moving on to build your offer. Let me know. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna repost this live and comment ready, and I'll send you some free info. You can also click the link in my description. I have 2 free sneak peeks on there where y'all can learn more about my programs. They're absolutely free. Okay, stop being scary about getting free information. Stop being scary about, just simply just educating yourself. Nothing is ever going to change if you don't change. If you are not where you want to be financially, if you are not where you want to be at mentally, spiritually, or whatever, that is your own fault, because you control your reality. Okay. And I know that sounds too good to be true. I know when you're in it and it's like, how can I happen? But you literally can speak your way out of a situation. You literally can research yourself out of a situation. And the reason why I say that is because, y'all, the one thing is made is as much as it's fucked up, it's a benefit to us. You have access to the internet, because you, first of all, you wouldn't be watching me right now. But then two, it's too many free gems on this internet. And if you were serious and desperate enough about wanting to change your situation, you would research free shit. You would ask questions. Again, if you watching me and you ain't making no money, that's really that's your own fault. Okay. I mean, you should be at least making an extra little $300 a month. I say 1,000. I feel like 1,000 is very achievable, like for beginners. Okay, if you really apply yourself. Okay, nothing is ever gonna just come to you just to be coming to you. Okay, you gotta. This is definitely something. What you put in is what you get out. And the only reason why, y'all, like I said, even me, I don't have no big following, right? But the only reason why sometimes I disappear or whatever like that is because I created videos, right? That I link my products to. And again, the point was never to get on here and still be trading my time for money. That's why, getting on live and shit like that, I get on here when I can. But I don't want to be trading my, no, I'm gonna create some attractive content and do my marketing and that, plug my product and get paid for it. So again, the next time you post a link, the next time you share something and it leads to something that's paid, I don't care if it's an app, I don't care if it's a motherfucking retail store, a restaurant, or whatever. Think about that twice for a second, okay? Because you putting money in another company's pocket when you could be putting money in your own pocket. When you could be recommending something of your own, at least get an affiliate link for it. I'm just saying, okay? But all right, y'all. If you want to know, if you want to get started, first of all, whenever I'm on live, you have to let me know that you're on live, that you came from my live, so I know. For my program for NPM, if you are a mom, first of all, if you made it all the way to the end of this live, or you are just coming in live, girl, put a pink heart in the chat and let me know that you was here, girl. Let me know, because I love you. I just recently dropped a new era of NPM, and when I say, girl, to the point, straight down to the T, because I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I'm a very detail oriented person. I love giving detail. I don't even want to say oversharing, but I love over giving to my students, because I know you can be successful. Because again, I'm a person that overcame procrastination, self doubt, thinking this shit was too good to be true or whatever. And once I did it, I'm like, this shit is too easy. Every mom should experience. Every mom should have her bills on autopay. Every mom should be getting deposits and waking up to deposits in the morning. Every mom should have slow mornings, doing the things that she wants to do, going to brunch, going to go get her hair done, going to go get her nails done. Okay, every mom should be enjoying, because baby, we do a motherfucking lot. Okay, and being a mom is a full-time job, bitch. And that's exactly why I created NPM, because I knew that there wasn't a community out there for moms who think like me, moms who struggle with ADHD but want more for themselves, moms who want to be able to give their kids the life that they want and not feel guilty or having to choose between, damn, do I pay this bill, or damn, can I do this for my kids? So inside of NPM, you learn high income skills, but you learn it in a mom type of way. Okay, you're surrounded by a community of other moms doing the same thing that you're doing, creating and building their own offers, learning digital marketing, learning branding, learning marketing, learning sales psychology, right? And on top of that, you get me. You get me as your coach, as your mentor. You get support, weekly support. Every Monday, I do a mastermind. I just started that where I make myself available. The time does fluctuate each week, to get on there and ask you questions, give you support. Every Wednesday we do a live Q&A. I get on there, ask you, you feel free to ask questions. I audit your page, work through your content plan, sales strategy. We talk about a little bit of everything on Wednesdays, girl. And then on Saturday, I even have a live class. It's called Sell It Mama Saturday, where I teach you in particularly how to sell NPM, the program, and you can take those same frameworks, those same skills, and apply it to your own offer. So I see somebody voted Tom. Y'all saying Tom holding you back. You got time. You got time to scroll on TikTok and watch lives and watch YouTube or whatever. If y'all honestly, I used to be, look, and I can admit when I'm wrong. I used to always say, oh, I hate when people used to say, it's all you need is 2 hours a day. You definitely need more time than that, right? But y'all, something is better than nothing. If you took 30 minutes a day of just learning, right? And again, this is absolutely free. Go on YouTube, watch a Claude tutorial, watch a, you know what I'm saying, watch a Canva tutorial. Shout out, I'm about to have them videos out too by but I'm just saying, free information, right? And start there and just apply 30 minutes in a month. You could be up. You know what I'm saying? So again, like, y'all, stop making excuses of why you can't. Y'all, I work a full-time job. I mentor people. I run 2 communities. I have other businesses. I travel between literally 3 states all week long, but I still I make time for what I want to make time for, right? And I show up, but I also learn how to utilize systems and put those systems in place so I don't have to, literally be present to make me money. And that is the power of digital marketing. That's the power of automation. And that's the power of investing in yourself and working smarter and not harder. Going to work and signing up for more overtime. Yeah, you may get a little more money here and there, but it's always something to be spent on, right? You're always having to physically move your body in order to get that result, right? Why not learn how to use something that you're already good at, turn it into a product, create it one time, and sell that bitch over and 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 over. That's all I do, y'all. There's nothing special about me that I have that you don't. So again, if you're a mom and you want to get started, I'm gonna link NPM down in the replay of this video, but you can also just click the link. I have free sneak peeks available for both of my programs, the Sicko Method. That's for everybody, okay? I like to always kind of make that clear because a lot of guys be asking like, dang, so you ain't helping us? I got y'all too. That's exactly why I created the Sicko Method, okay? It's a one-time investment of $97. You're going to learn how to create. You're going to learn how to extract skills that you have, okay? I literally built a bot. Like I said, the bot alone is worth the $97. But literally it asks you questions. It walks you through the process. It's not regular chat GPT. Regular chat GPT is a yes man. It's going to tell you, yeah, I think that's a great idea. No, I built this bot to literally give you, you know what I'm saying, some friction and be like, nah, dog. That ain't it. That ain't the one, right? We want to, before you build anything, before you create anything, and I don't care if you creating that shit in Claude and you know what I'm saying, you ain't even building it from scratch, right? Never create no shit if you ain't validated and made sure that people actually want it, because you could have the best idea in the world, but if nobody wants it, what's the point? What's the point? You know what I'm saying? So that's what we don't want to do. So you learn that, and you learn how to, y'all, create the offer and be able to sell it within 7 days. And the funny thing about it is, I'm gonna say this and I promise I'm gonna get off. When I created the Sicko Method, I personally did it, and I created it, I filmed it, did all of that, validated all that within 7 days or less. And I'm showing you inside how to do that as well. So literally it's straight to the point. The modules are very, very short. It literally is only 8 modules in there. So it's like to the point. And then you get the bot that's included. And like I said, it walks you through how to create your offer. Does not matter your age, does not matter where you're from, does not matter your experience, okay? Literally, I've helped people from ages of 16 all the way up to 67, y'all. Okay. So don't think like the whole point is to take what you know and create it and turn it into something, because you know why? You trying to get on here and talk like me or sell what I'm selling. How is that going to benefit you if, one, you haven't experienced, any success from it yet, right? You know what I mean? My story is my story to tell. Your story is your story to tell. Okay, y'all. So again, when it comes to courses, use them to learn. Okay, if you decide that you want to resell them, cool. But that's not the point of it. Use them to learn, get ahead, and use it as a shortcut. So you don't have to physically be on YouTube and trying to search up all this shit and trying to compile it together. Be a part of a community where there's other people, like-minded people like you, that are doing the same thing. So you feel comfortable. Because when you're in a comfortable, you know what I mean, like in a comfortable space, and you're not the only one doing it, right? It's hard sometimes to have these conversations with your family members or your friends because they don't get it, right? But when you're around like-minded people and you see them doing it, you see somebody making their first 1K, their first 10K, their first 20K, their first 100K, their first $1 million online, doesn't that automatically makes you feel like, damn, I'm in this proximity with this person. If they can do it, I can do it too. And you need that. That's why community support is everything. And that's one thing I'm very, very pro. And when you start with me, in any one of my programs, you get support, you get my phone number. I even help you with your content plan to help you get started because I know this shit's gonna work. And I like to be able to brag on people. I love to get on here and sharing, my students' testimonies, and just their story and how far they came. To see so many people not even know what a reel is to now, making consistent 5K months, making a consistent 1K month is amazing, y'all. Like, stop letting these gurus make you feel like, well, damn, if I'm not making 100K a month, then this is truly what you put in is what you get out. And there is no cap to your earning potential. You can earn whatever you want to earn. You can show up as much as you want to show up. But just know that when you learn these skills, nobody can take them away from you. And it literally sets you up to never be broke another day in your life. Okay. But all right, y'all, I'm gonna get out of here. If nobody has any questions, thank y'all for voting. But a lot of y'all simply just said that y'all just don't know. And I'm gonna say this one more time. Digital marketing is something that you do every single day. Stop posting them links and resharing shit for free and getting your favorite celebrity, your favorite influencer paid, and you lock in and you start selling and promoting your stuff. You make a thread post or a Facebook post or whatever, right? And you link your motherfucking product and get paid, okay? Because you are good at something, you've overcame something. And again, if you really truly feel like you can't build nothing, then start with a done for you system like the Sicko method or the mompreneur method. I'm gonna link everything down below. And like I said, those free sneak peeks are available for y'all to check out. If you have any questions, feel free to DM me on Instagram or email me. My emails are Sierra Janae, it's just my name, at gmail.com or Sierra Janae at yahoo.com. But all right, y'all, I'm gonna link everything down below. But for the ones that are ready to invest in themselves and are ready to bet on themselves and are ready to change their situation, I'm gonna see y'all inside of the community.